Hi everybody, this is Jim Egan, head of school, Synapse School, the Friday update. It's getting darker out. We change the time this weekend as an avid cyclist, not only for fitness and competition, but that's how I get around. Silicon Valley, this is a sad time of year, sad weekend. That time change makes my life a little more difficult without the sunlight after school. Not only getting home, but also getting out of my bicycle is a little more difficult. But with that in mind, things are good here. 2 weeks more or less to Portfolio Day. We're excited about that. Remember, to attend Portfolio Day as a parent or a relative or a guardian, you're going to need a proof of vaccination. So please send us that proof. I've seen that coming in. That's great. And we are starting to open up our campus. We're having people in for meetings. We had Mom's Night Out here on campus. And so we are really leaning into this good phase of the pandemic, moving into that stage that is endemic, and what does that mean for our policies and procedures. And now that the vaccines are available for the 5 to 11-year-olds, a number of our kids have already been vaccinated, and they've been telling us stories about that. I really think we will be able to make some changes in the coming weeks, if not the next couple of months. So that's really just the news. I'm going to keep this short, but I did want to also share with you some insights from today. I had a student, an L3 boy, who was head for the day. So he came in and he was ahead of school for the day. It's part of our spring auction. There's an item. His family got that item, and we do this every year. And so we set up a calendar and a schedule, and they go through the day, and we really try to make it fun, but we also hope that they learn something about leadership, learn something about being ahead of school or being the leader of a school. And I just could not but notice that this boy was so eager to learn throughout the day. And I wrote some words down here on my whiteboard table that he showed such curiosity and such patience, self-belief, right? He was able to believe he could get things done. He would do research, analyze information. He would practice what he was doing in his role. He had a flexible mindset, and he was sort of immersed in the day. And I couldn't help but think that kids in general all have this innate love of learning, right? This is what this was, a love of learning, particularly that curiosity and that patience and that self-belief. And somewhere along the line, through schooling maybe, or through growing up, that belief that you can learn something starts to dissipate or even disappear. And throughout the day, this little boy was using a Rubik's Cube, showing me some moves, and he could solve it. Again, it's a third grader, and another adult came by and said, "Oh, I could never do that." And I was thinking, and he said, "Well, sure you could." And he believed that, right? He taught himself how to do this. And so it was a wonderful opportunity for me to witness and really observe deeply one student's ability to learn new tasks and tackle ambiguity in my role as a head of school. And the other thing that I thought was really great, a little anecdote, I was asking him about being a head of school. What did he think about it? What are his observations? And he said, being a head of school and seeing what I do, right? Being a head is way more fun and way different than what I read about principals and their lives in books, right? The archetype of the principal in a book really doesn't fit what he experienced today as a head of school. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.